I want to show you an AI agent that I just built that tracks what's being posted on LinkedIn, what gets engagement, and then also the breakdown of how AI is interpreting it. So what the topics are, what the hooks are, what the context is, what the categories. But more importantly than that is the meta part of how I actually built the agent, because building agents is now so easy. You don't need to be technical. You just need to have an understanding of what the inputs are and how you can actually create them. I'm not a developer, but I'm using natural language, and I'll show you some of the tools and the process to do this so I get the output. So first, here is the output that I just did, and I was just looking for what are the content topics around answer engine optimization, AI and marketing, AI and content. And so it pulled 3 top creators, so Kevin Indig, Andy Crestodina, Ross Simmons. It chose the platform, the content type, the hook, the actual link to the post, so I can look through. If we can just take one, this one is here. This is from Foundation, Ross Simmons. And then some engagement, the content type, what it is. There's a lot here. One little helpful trick, it would have taken a long time. I just put this Airtable together and it really took me probably less than a minute. And the reason is because I used Claude Code. So Claude Code is behind all of this, but in creating this research layer, so tracking the post itself, ideally you want more than just the post itself, but you want the metadata or some of the analysis with it. So I asked Claude Code, what would the Airtable schema be? What would the fields in Airtable be? And it gave me this. So there were 15 fields and the different field types. So it could be a date, it could be a number, it could be long form text. I literally just copied this, pasted it into Airtable, and then it spit this out. Now, how am I actually tracking or scraping the LinkedIn content? And that's with a tool called Apify. I actually just downgraded to the free plan from Apify. I might upgrade again, but you literally are just identifying what platform you want to track. So this is LinkedIn. You could do Reddit, YouTube, TikTok, it doesn't matter. And you're connecting your API key and connecting that to Claude Code. And you're going to connect Apify with Claude Code with an MCP, so Model Context Protocol. So that's basically jargon for just an API where you are connecting everything with Claude Code. So from Claude Code as your central repository, you can send things to Airtable. You can take things from Apify, and Claude Code is where you are interacting in natural language. So this is a high-level social media agent that I was working on. So it can plan, research, create, optimize, review. I thought it was interesting, the research part. Let's double click on the research where we are actually creating an agent specifically to analyze what competitors are posting on LinkedIn, identifying trends in the topics, find what's working with thought leaders. So I wanted to create a separate agent with that particular skill set. And so I was prompting Claude, now let's build that out. And you can have many different sub agents. So for example, with this agent, which is called the social media agent, there are special sub agents. So there's the hook optimizer, the voice consistency checker. So basically, is everything on brand? You are providing the agent with examples of what your best use case or your best outputs are, the ways that you want your voice to come across, words that you don't want to use. And so this is a great way that you're going to not have AI slop. So you're going to say, don't include M dashes, don't have it's not X, it's Y structure. So all these things go into the file that you're having for this agent. And so I can show you here really quickly what this actually looks like. Is you have all these different files that are essentially system prompts and user prompts. So in short, you're going to be uploading more context. And the beauty with Claude Code is that this is fully dynamic, and so you can update this as you are changing things. So if, for example, going back to this agent, I have other topics that I want to track, or I have other thought leaders that I want to follow, then I can just change that in Claude Code. So at a high level, I just wanted to share this agent with you because it shows how easy it is to create an agent. Of course, I skipped over a lot of the details. I might do something more detailed step by step to actually get to the point I did. But you can create agents just by thinking about what might be most helpful. So what are those use cases that you're doing multiple times a day or a week that can actually be systematize into an AI agent. Then you're going to use Claude Code to actually create that. And so this is something that does compound over time, where every new post that's added would actually strengthen the data set. And then these agents would get better at classification over time, and you're able to identify what the patterns are. So ultimately, this is something that replaces manual research, that removes random ideation, so you actually have some data-driven direction in where you're going, and you're not over-indexing or creating low signal content. So it removes some of the guesswork. And this is the value of where agents are, not just necessarily to create net new stuff, but to see what's going on, create an intelligence hub, and then use the AI to analyze there. So I hope this is helpful. It is a ton of fun to play with these AI agents, build out what you can do with them. Your imagination or thinking through what you do would be the most helpful first step. And then from there, you're using Claude Code or other agents to actually execute on that work.